Right now, your phone knows where you are, within about 3 meters. In a city of 10 million people, it found you. But here is what nobody tells you. Your phone never sent anything. The satellites do not know you exist. Nothing up there is tracking you. Nothing is looking down. So how does that dot know where to sit? Start with what is actually above you. A nominal constellation of 24 operating satellites at about 20,200 kilometers. From almost anywhere on Earth, at least 4 are above your horizon. And each one is essentially a very expensive clock. It does one thing, over and over, forever. It shouts into empty space the current time and where it is. That is it. That is the entire job. It is not a conversation, it is a one-way broadcast. Which is why 100 million phones can use it at once, and the system does not notice. So if the satellite is only shouting the time, how does that become a location? The signal carries a timestamp, the exact instant it left. Your phone notes the instant it arrived. The difference is tiny, a fraction of a second, but radio waves travel at the speed of light, roughly 300 meters every microsecond. Multiply the delay by the speed of light, and you have a distance. One satellite tells you this. You are somewhere on the surface of a sphere. Not very useful on its own. 2 satellites and the spheres intersect in a circle. 3 and you are down to 2 possible points. One of them is usually out in space. Discard it. 3 satellites. That is the whole idea. It is called trilateration. Except there is a problem, and it is a serious one. The satellite has an atomic clock accurate to a nanosecond. Your phone does not. Your phone's clock is cheap. It drifts constantly. And a timing error of 1 microsecond is already 300 meters of position error. You are measuring distance with a ruler that changes length. So here is the elegant part. Add a 4th satellite. Now you have 4 spheres that should all meet at one point. If your clock is wrong, they will not meet. There will be a mismatch. So your phone adjusts its assumed time and checks again. It keeps adjusting until all 4 spheres agree on one point. And when they agree, your phone has learned 2 things at once: where it is and the exact time. Your phone does not receive its position, it calculates it. All the work happens in your hand. The satellites never learn the answer. But there is one more problem, and it is the strangest one in the entire system. Those satellites are moving several kilometers per second. Special relativity says a fast-moving clock ticks slower, about 7 microseconds per day slower. But they are also far above Earth, where gravity is weaker. General relativity says a clock in weaker gravity ticks faster, about 45 microseconds per day faster. Subtract one from the other, a net gain of 38 microseconds every single day, 38 millionths of a second. It sounds like nothing. Uncorrected, your position would be wrong by about 10 kilometers a day. And according to physicist Richard Pogge, a navigational fix would be measurably wrong after about 2 minutes. So the engineers did something that sounds absurd. Before launch, every GPS satellite clock is deliberately set to run at the wrong rate, set slow on the ground, so that once it reaches orbit and relativity speeds it up, it becomes correct. Every time your phone finds you, it is relying on a correction Einstein described before anyone could build a satellite. And the signal still has to reach you. Passing through the ionosphere, the signal slows and bends unpredictably. Better receivers use 2 frequencies and compare them to measure the delay. In a city, signals bounce off buildings before reaching you. Your phone receives the same signal several times, from several wrong directions. That is why your dot jumps around between tall buildings. It is called multipath. So your phone cheats. It blends GPS with Wi-Fi networks, phone masts, and its own motion sensors. The blue dot you see is not raw satellite data. It is a best guess assembled from several sources. And it is not just maps. Container ships entering fog-bound harbors. Combine harvesters driving themselves to within a hand's width of the previous pass. Financial markets time-stamping trades. Power grids synchronizing across continents. Almost all of it depends on one thing, not position, time. GPS is, quietly, the world's timekeeper. And it is a single system, broadcasting a very faint signal from very far away.
So, the dot on your screen. Nothing found you, nothing looked down. 24 clocks in orbit shouted the time into empty space as they do every second of every day to nobody in particular. And a small computer in your pocket listened to 4 of them, noticed they disagreed, and worked out the only place it could possibly be standing. You are not being tracked by the satellites. You are eavesdropping on them. And every time it works, something up there is running slightly fast, exactly as much as it was designed to.